Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you see these people on Love and Hip Hop. We got Consequence, Jen the Pen. It just got awkward in this room a little bit, but we're going to deal with that in a minute. The original reason why you are up here, Consequence, is because we had Pusha T on the show, and you saw the video, and you hit Rosenberg's calling him Two-Face and saying he's not loyal and all this stuff, because you were saying some stuff about Kanye West.
Well, that's a vague.
No, that's the intro. Now you're here to explain it.
But let's yeah. So definitely, you know, Pusha was up here. You know, I know you guys' history, so you by default, that's your guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
No,
but that's your guy.
He's my guy, but that don't got nothing to do with it.
I guess the thing with me and Rosenberg, when I watched the interview, what took me aback more than anything else was that he said we used to have a relationship, which I felt
Rosenberg said that about you.
He said it. Yeah, I used to have a relationship with Consequence, and I seen the things that he's been saying, and I've been put off by it. And the thing is, like, man, we ain't how we ever had it. Used to have a relationship. We never fell out.
No, we never fell out.
We
hadn't talked in a long time.
Out?
Yeah, but the thing is,
maybe that was a strong word to use.
That's strong.
We haven't spoken in a while.
Yes.
Right.
No, you're probably right.
Like into a fight ever.
No, definitely not.
We never had
a bad situation. Except some inside radio things that had made me recently a little bit irked.
But how could you hold me liable for being talent on a TV show that books? There's no cuz for that. There's no cuz for that.
There definitely is.
Absolutely not. There's absolutely no cuz for that.
But I'm going to tell you as a radio person.
Nah, but then you're making this personal. And I went up there for business. I went up there to conduct an interview. I got booked through my TV show.
Right.
There's nothing personal about me going there.
But then how is he going to feel you have a relationship if you do a competition show first?
Because he texted Jen and told Jen congratulations when it was announced that she was on the show. So y'all could have booked us before anybody. Y'all let Rocky the Raccoon up here first. That's what you did. That's what happened.
That's because our boss trying to smash us. So
what are you gonna do?
Oh my God,
man,
that's different. That's
personal too.
You really want that? You really want that drool?
My number.
You want that drool that come with messing with them kind of varmint?
I don't want to do too much of the inside radio stuff. But the only point that I disagree with you on, and you didn't let me get this to the other day because you were yelling at me. I don't know if you were in the background listening. You weren't there. Is that you keep saying they booked it, has nothing to do with you, but you could have said, stop the press. There's only one station in this city that's ever supported my music consistently. If I'm doing New York radio, I'm going to Hot 97 first. They need to have the first offer. I know it's not your business, but you have to understand we do take it personal with artists we have relationships with, and it's hard not to take that personal.
And in the same breath, Hot 97, who's always supported Consequence through every stage of his career, is supposed to say this is one of the only viable artists on the show. He has to come here first. You guys are the station. I can't tell y'all to book me here.
No, of course you could. Of course you could hit me.
No, I can't because
you
that's not
You could ask.
I could definitely
ask the PR people to ask.
Why am I handling that as talent? Why would I handle that as talent? Be honest.
Because it's more than this. It's more than a booker and a PR person. It's a relationship. Like, we build our stuff off of relationships. Now look. First of all, we're not upset. We just wonder why certain people that we mess with don't hit us up.
This is a total miscommunication.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I agree. So that's why we should skip.
This is a total miscommunication because it was never, just so for clarity purposes, it was never a measurement with me about doing the outlets. You know
I don't think we ever thought that. I don't think we thought that you were trying to do us wrong.
But I think it comes across like that because
it just goes back in the day. There was more effort into whoever was playing your music more would get first dibs. That and you know, it's not like that like it used to be.
No,
but that's where it comes from.
But it's still like that with me. But I can't make you guys.
Well, next time you should know to reach out, because you should. Next time you should hit me back, Rosenberg. They're trying to book me on the other show.
That's why
I'd rather come to your show.
That's why
and we don't want you
now. Yes,
that's why I'm here.
But you were already mad at that point. We already let it spiral.
No, that's not true. That's not true. If we're gonna talk about the text, I told you flat out I was supposed to do the Breakfast Club today, and I said, "Yo, y'all can have it." Straight up.
Well, that's why we're good.
Let's be honest here.
Now we're here. And we don't want you to not live your life, do your interviews, get your money. We want you to do everything you're gonna do, get all the press you could possibly get. We just saying, like, I remember when he DJ'd for you at the Glow in the Dark tour.
Right, so
he was
why
mad
would
excited.
And listen, and here's the thing, exactly.
He didn't call any other DJ to come DJ with him. He called Rosenberg.
Well, and that's exactly.
One hand washes the other, right? Okay, so that's why you should have called and said, we want you.
No, but quite the opposite. That's why I felt how I felt.
When I did that, hold on, just to be clear. And when I did that, you know what I'm saying? You know how special it is to DJ at Madison Square Garden on a tour like that?
Absolutely.
You know how many DJs from Queens I could have let do that?
True.
You know what I'm saying? But because me and Rosenberg have had so many great
I feel
conversations.
you.
This is the same guy who I met in Maryland. Love Tribe. Had great conversation with.
Yeah.
Had mutual friends because my man Double O cousin went to the same school and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's Daryl. Yes.
Yeah, Daryl. You know what I'm saying? So like,
listen. Let's pick up from there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have worded it the way I did when I said if I said used to have a relationship. Sometimes you're in the middle of an interview.
And then there's more though. Then
now we're on the Pusha T interview again.
Yeah, we still here because we're gonna move forward. But let's just get this,
air it out
as a prerequisite. Let's just get this.
Let's clean the table.
Let's just clean the table. Then it was said that because I'm on a reality TV show that I had a battery in my back. You know what I'm saying? And it was a AAA battery. But here's the thing.
That's what Pusha said. That's what Pusha said.
I said a battery in your back.
Well, battery, whatever the case
I laughed.
is.
It was funny, but I said battery in your
But
back.
we're supposed to run around here and be fucking dry?
Oh
my God.
Do you know what I mean?
You have an expression around here. We call it turn up for TV. Right? When we
Ebro does it too.
Go on TV and they got to make a show.
But we're not on TV extra turned up. I think we're the most normal out of everyone on TV.
It's got to be interesting.
Yeah,
correct.
But here's the thing. We're both two creative people. So we never felt the need. Listen, why would I go to any outlet and do what has happened, which everybody knows what's happened? The elephant in the room is the conversations about the 5 minutes. Why would I do that on an outlet for free when I'm getting paid by VH1 and NFG TV to wow, according to everybody? I'm on TV speaking about my family dynamic. I'm on TV talking about how me and Jen are in an interfaith and interracial relationship. You know what I'm saying? I could have used that to slander and I could have syndicated slander if that was what my life was about. When I opted to do the show, I opted it number one because this is what my lady wanted to do. This is the same woman who had my child. I didn't, like I said it before, I said it again. Busta Rhymes told me in confidence, yo, nigga, you're gonna end up in jail fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not those kind of guys. And because this is what she wanted to do, why would I block or suppress her ambition? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody has a problem with you to be on a reality show. We're all fine with that.
Everybody.
No, all I said was you were all I said was, let me just real quick. I believe the statements that you made about Tip and Ye, and when I saw it, I was like, damn. Quince wouldn't have normally said that publicly. He's turned up. I don't think, regardless of how he feels, those statements should have been said. I think that ends up reflecting poorly on Quince, who's a good dude. It ends up making him look like a bitter, not good dude.
But that's not. But see, you got to understand the zeal and the intent of where the statements came from. Like I said, first of all, we're out here having to defend ourselves against unmerited talent, such as the Raccoon. You know what I'm saying? Who's out here just saying whatever.
That name is hilarious.
Rocky, you're talking about Rocky Thunder.
Right.
Rocky the Raccoon.
She was the first one we had from
First
the new
one,
season, and she went in on all the girls.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there for that, by
And
the way.
neither was I. And neither was I.
And look.
We were in Africa.
We were in South Africa, yeah.
There's a protocol to us doing press with the show. That's why I keep saying the instance of the booking, because we are in a contract with a television network.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, they want the press designated a certain way and in a certain manner. Rocky got in trouble for what she did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't supposed to just run up to the station and just do her. You know
So
what
her
I'm saying?
press was premature. She was talking about people out of line.
Absolutely. So the thing is, when we go up to a station, we in defense mode automatically because there's a woman out here slandering we're family.
No, I know.
Right.
You know what I'm
Believe
saying?
me, I know.
She's sitting there saying, saying like
birds and all that.
Yeah, like my girl's a raw chicken who got knocked up off an interview. Like,
And let's be clear.
and-
Let's be clear.
hold on,
Let's be clear.
Let Jen be
No
clear.
one got knocked up off of an interview. Yes, I was doing radio with Who Kid every Saturday morning on Sirius.
I remember
Every
it.
Saturday morning. Me and Kunz met. Yes. through doing radio. But that's it. When you're dating someone in the industry, you usually meet at industry events or at work. That's, you know, our work is our life. This is our business. It's, you know,
I also was there to
eat,
witness,
sleep, and breathe it. But
I witnessed the relationship.
You witnessed
I
our
watched
relationship.
you guys date. I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Look,
Peter. I got knocked up 5 years later, almost 4 years later. I mean, you want to say it's knocked up. You want to say it's knocked up. Call it what you want. But the truth is,
hold on. When we had my birthday party at Koi,
yes,
and Melanie Fiona came, and the whole staff of Universal at the time who I was working with came. Was Jen sitting there looking like a knocked up raw chicken?
No, at the time she was your lovely girlfriend who was just sitting there hanging out. You guys weren't married, right? Y'all were just
nah.
She was just chilling.
So that's what I'm saying. Like there's you know when you're allowed to speak without repercussion, that becomes when shit gets turned up. You know what I'm saying? What I said in the previous interview was. Look, somebody asked me, like I said, I was always in a defensive mode, and then I was asked about Kanye. And, you know, I actually tried to sidestep the situation. I was just like, hey, he's probably planning his baby shower. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that?
That's light. That's fine.
Light.
Polite.
You know what I'm saying? So, polite. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got asked the asshole question, which was, so are you sending something for the baby shower? That's what set me off.
Because really set me off.
It set Jen off, and I said, let Jen go. And then Jen went, and I ain't getting out the car when my girl go. You know what I mean? We going. You want to go, baby? Go ahead and go. And I'm right here with you. This ain't Trey from Boys in the Hood. I don't get out the car. You know what I mean? Straight up. I don't get out the car. I do not get out the car.
Can I say my thing real quick? And this is the only thing that upsets me about this whole situation, man. Especially now hearing you talk about her family. She's the mother of your child. I see you have a very family value system to your life. I get upset, and this is me personally, when people who put someone on and it doesn't go the way you want it to, you talk bad about that person. Because like Funkmaster Flex put me on, and although
hates you,
and I hate him, and a lot of things didn't go the way he promised me back in '99 or the way I wanted it to go. But I would and I got no problems. I got no problems with you, Flex. I'm just saying I thought I was gonna be the next nighttime DJ at Hot 97. It didn't work out. This man won't fucking retire. But it's all good. I went comedy. I do morning show. I'm good. Yeah. But I would never talk bad about him in public because he put me on. I would not be here if it wasn't for him, even though we've had differences.
Okay.
And that upsets me when you talk about your cousin Q-Tip and Kanye West, a guy who took you and put you on. It didn't go the way you wanted it to. It didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Okay.
But I get upset with that.
Here's my question to you. Now, what if Flex, now you started, I remember you vividly from
I was
the tunnel.
A lot skinnier.
You know what I'm saying? A lot skinnier. A lot skinnier. And I remember seeing you in 1996 at the tunnel frequently. I remember when you had the first hour starting about like 10.
9:30.
9:30, you was kicking it off. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. You know how much you've grown, how much I've seen you grow from that point to now? That growth is to be respected. You are an individual. Yeah. So if Flex was still out here telling you, yo, Cypher, don't get gassed, how would you feel about that? And he really meant it sincerely. Like, Duke, don't ever, wait, hear me out.
No,
hear me out. Duke, don't ever feel like you ain't got to bow to me. See, you got to understand something. I've never said a bad word about a tribe called Quest, ever. I've never desecrated the legacy. When I walked away from Tribe, I walked away, look, I was a kid from Queens who lived the dream. I got to live it for all intents and purposes. Seeing the world took me out the hood. I bypassed going to college and took that instead. And so when it went belly up, I never said anything about a tribe called Quest. I think what people are confusing is me talking about artists versus people. You talking about Kanye West, and he's a brand. He's a man. But that was my friend. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, we ran into things that people will never know about because I'm still a friend. You know what I'm saying? For all intents and purposes. Because if I wasn't, I would just let the bats out. You feel me? So, That's number one. And with number two, with Q-Tip, you know, like I had a conversation with Flex because he got on Twitter and he felt the need to play defense attorney, and that's all right.
No, because Flex, we come from this loyalty.
I come from the same
loyalty camp. He will never say nothing bad about Chuck Chillout. Chuck Chillout put him on.
Listen, Q-Tip and Kanye West started working together because of my loyalty. Let's not get anything confused. You know what I'm saying? Like look, at one point, their two egos couldn't even, you know, and it was more, you know, Q-Tip, just to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, when you're seeing the new guy, it's a lot. And I understood it, and I tried to pacify it in many different ways to the point that Q-Tip went to Hawaii, worked on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I did that. I executed that for him to the point where it began, you know, how Chain Heavy was erected was because I was bringing Kanye to Q-Tip's crib. Here's the thing. My main objective for coming up here is this. It wasn't even to talk about Q-Tip or Kanye. It is to talk about what happened in the other interview. There's somebody who me and my family owe apology to. We owe apology to Kim Kardashian because she was an innocent bystander. Her business got put out there, and I'm gonna make it go this deep. She's carrying Mrs. West's grandchild. Mrs. West was my heart. That was one of the realest people that I've ever encountered in my life. She was the spirit behind good music. You know what I'm saying? When we all started, she was fronting the bread when Dame was like, I'm not sure. You understand?
It's Donda West.
Donda West. Dr. Donda West. You know what I'm saying? So I owe Kim an apology, you know, because of the fact that she got Miss West's grandchild. And I think, you know what, a lot of people are missing that point. You know what I mean? And Miss West, to the day I die, will always be my family. Regardless of whatever has happened with me and Kanye in the public, you know what I'm saying? Like, I loved his mother dearly. You know what I mean? And we're brothers. Brothers fight. You might not even make up, but that still doesn't.
That's all understood. I just have a problem if you speak about the private stuff in public, and now you could be mad at him and never work with him again.
But
that's
but
just me. I just get upset when people do that.
That's not a rule sketched out. That's not a rule. That's not a rule sketched out. And that's like saying, yo, New York rappers should never rap over Southern beats. Come on, man. Like, let's be realistic here.
I'm only talking about me, man.
I totally respect it. I totally respect it. It's like,
I'm just using my platform to tell you how I feel.
Absolutely. And how I feel is like, you also shouldn't speak on things that you don't know nothing about, which leads me to Pusha T.
But I only...
Hold on. Okay, which leads me to Pusha T. Now, here's the thing.
Good segue.
The guy's getting out. He's out here saying, you know, somebody bought my teeth. Nobody bought my teeth. Let me tell you what happened as far as any dental work, just so we could clear
This is the first time this type of rap beef ever.
We could clear
dental work. Yeah. Let's get into this dental work out here.
Let's get into with the let's get not even teeth beef. Let's talk the Rich Boy flow. This was Rich Boy flow because when Slow Jams dropped, and then we got on Rich Boy flow and was tearing the country up, and then we got deals thrown at us by Donnie Einer. You know, we all had budgets open. So yeah, anybody who knows Consequences history know when I said on the chase, and you got something about a crooked tooth bandit who never got stranded. So Kanye was already taking it upon himself. You know, I mean, there's no question about his vanity. Everybody knows that he's a perfectionist. He did his first. Suggested, yo, man, you know, we flowing out here, dude. You might want to get that fixed. Take that bread out that budget and go ahead and live life. And that's what I did. I lived life.
So you took it out of your budget?
No doubt. I took it out of my Sony budget.
But I mean, Kanye had to get his teeth fixed out of necessity,
though.
Doctor,
I got Puff Doctor, Beyonce, Everybody
Doctor.
I ain't gonna blow a spot.
I went to him last time. Great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
I'll ask him about your teeth.
He's taking a lot of paper out here, and you know that's what that is. So hey, you know, if you don't like how I look, that's cool. You don't have to. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I'm doing TV. So
you paid for your teeth, and you
absolutely. Kanye wasn't buying nobody. Come on, you gotta do that on your own, homie.
So will you and I know you and Q-Tip go through phases. This happened before. I think you guys will work it out. Do you think you and Kanye will talk again?
Stay tuned. Live life.
Yeah, you haven't talked to him yet, though.
Is it beyond the point where you could reach out or you don't want to reach out?
Stay tuned. Live life.
Stay tuned. Live life.
Stay tuned. Live life.
I'll try to figure that part out. I hope you guys work it out.
I hope so too.
And if you don't, cool. I'm just saying that was just my personal.
Hey, look, on the strength
issue.
of hip hop and the strength of New York, like I know how, you know, everything is digested. You know, like I gave it out. I dissed it out.
But you never. I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. If you ever see me do realnesses and rant about rappers, never.
Yeah.
It's just that one. With me personally, it's always that loyalty thing.
But I'm not a disloyal person.
No, I don't think you are. And obviously, talking to you now, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm loyal to. See, what you got to understand is that, man, you know, when you are an artist, you know, there's and you have a level of success that people can see, whether it's to the roof or whether, you know, it's on the grind stages or whatever. Your responsibilities become your threshold of responsibility becomes deeper. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing for y'all. There's people in your circle who have their dreams. So if anything is suppressed, that stops the conveyor belt. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it can be frustrating. It absolutely can be frustrating.
I know. I've been there.
And the thing is, like, would I have ever, if some of the things that transpired hadn't transpired, I would have never said anything. You know what I'm saying? But when you get taken advantage of and you know you man enough to take this shit into your own hands, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that there would be consequences for it, no pun intended. But you know, but hey, man, this is the first time in my career where people are like, man, I really want to hear what he got to say, and I don't want that to be at the expense of others at all. I want the music to live on its own merit. And that's the reason why I didn't opt to talk about anybody in the show, because I wanted the show and my character and Jen's character to live on their own merit. That's one of the reasons why even the situation that happened with Joe, I would have never said anything about Joe because he's my castmate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to ask you two questions quickly. We don't have much time, but I want to ask you quickly. Number one, I heard that Ye offered you a position with Good Music, wanted to set you up and keep you around Good Music, and you didn't want that situation.
No, I didn't want that. No, I didn't want that because I don't want a severance package. And I'm not wrong.
And that's
for
how
that.
you saw it.
I definitely saw it like that because he didn't. Well, first of all, truth be told, it wasn't. First of all, it wasn't even anything etched in stone. It was like, yo, when we get the label, why would I want a job at a label when I have a record deal that's now been put in jeopardy? Now, if you're gonna come at me right, yo, Quince, you at the stage in your career where maybe you should be thinking about making a transition. Nothing wrong with that.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? So let's
conversation.
Yeah, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you're gonna say to me, Quince, you at the stage in your career, you're not as young as Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? Which is, everybody knows that. This is not foreign territory. This is common sense. Look, after this project, if you don't hit a certain threshold number, maybe we should consider, because you have so many other gifts that you can offer, maybe we should consider other options as far as within the structure.
Right.
Yo, that's a fine option. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me like, yo, well, hey, I don't want you to use my logo, you know what I'm saying, and send me a cease and desist from your lawyer, like I'm not your friend and we couldn't have talked about it and figured this out. You brought the law into this. You know what I'm saying? So now we got a problem, Duke, because we didn't bring the law into certain instances where I helped you complete records, and that's where the whole ghostwriting thing erected from. It was never me being disloyal. Disloyalty is sending your friend a cease and desist.
That was an interesting point. I'm glad I asked that question.
A great point.
And lastly,
and that we don't have to be mad. Like since you brought the job situation up, it don't have to be a situation. Like, look, I got another job now, which is Love and Hip Hop. So I'm not opposed to like doing things outside of music, but it's just a matter of structure, business structure. You asking me to take something that wasn't even structured at the time. Like, Good Music just got a Def Jam deal last year. So when this happened, this is 2 years ago. There's nothing.
There was no infrastructure.
There's no infrastructure, and I'm at a point in life where
you're not doing the wait around to see.
Yeah,
if it
come on.
happens,
I need not to say that I need to be wealthy, because wealthy is a high number, but I need security. And right. If I can't get that, then I'm going to take it upon myself to go get it for myself. And I'm glad I did. I have no regrets about telling him no, flat out. I'm Consequence. When you met me, I was Consequence. I wasn't Raymond. I wasn't Dexter. I wasn't none of that to you. You know what I'm saying? I was Consequence from Tribe. So what makes you think you get to put my gloves up, make me hang my gloves up, or throw my sneakers up on the wire? Nah, dog. It ain't gonna work like that.
I saw Pusha T the other day, and I was asking about the situation, how we could make that straight. And he said he was always fond of you, thought you were a cool dude. Said when y'all were in the lab together, and he was new, you were cool to him. He thought he was cool to you, and you had a good vibe. And he seemed. He said he admitted to me he doesn't know everything that happened with you guys, of course, the same way you don't know everything about his relationship with them. Mm-hmm. You guys almost from different periods, your relationships. Mm-hmm. But he said he was surprised that I was like, so what is it? And he said, well, he said something crazy about me on Twitter or whatever it was, and it really took him aback the way you came at him. And that's why he seemed so motivated to go at you the other day. And we know Push to be a pretty good guy.
And that's fine. And that's fine. Look, at the end of the day, like he said, there's validity to what you're saying. When I saw an interview he did on This Is 50 with Jack Thriller, and when he just was like, you know, I see the bewilderment in his face when he talks about me. You know, it's like, why? What the? You know. Of course he's gonna say his little Jack, who is this guy? And da 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 da. You know who I am. You talk about me. You've been talking about me for 2 weeks straight. You know who the fuck I am, nigga. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if he would have just left it at the Jack Thriller interview, I might have would have just eased up off of him.
Why did you first go at him? He's saying you threw it at him first.
Why not?
Well, that's not a fair. That's not fair.
That's not fair.
Turn up for TV.
Why? No. But this, I wasn't even on TV.
That was way before.
Well, so why take a shot at Pusha? He just happens to be down with Kanye.
Because you big man, or you the new guy on campus.
But that's you give him Freshman Friday.
Absolutely, I gave him Freshman Friday. Put his ass.
Now I can understand where he's coming from, because that seems petty. It seems petty.
No. But the thing is, like that's why I said there was validity to what he said. One thing I will say is that, yeah, when it comes to Pusha T, I felt a way about something that I did here, and maybe I might have fault in it exploding into where it's gone now. You know what I'm saying? Because in honesty, when he did come aboard, like I said eons ago, you know, Kanye wanted me to put him on the record I had, the Last Supper joint. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, man, when you go through a situation that I went through, and it's not explained properly, man, don't get mad at me because I ran house, kicked everybody in their face, because that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I was upset. There's nothing wrong with being upset.
Right, but it makes sense why someone would catch feelings about that.
Absolutely. Hear me out. Look, man. If Pusha T is still mad to this day, I've never the only thing that I've said to Pusha T on Twitter is this, outside of what happened with the Last Supper. When he sent the Confucius tweet out, I hit him. I said, hey, at Pusha T, you might want to have a word with Confucius before you go any further. Good night.
And that was it.
G period O period O period D period.
Oh, good night.
Now you got it.
Get it.
Now you get it.